Never fails, man. It never fails. Get off my screen. There we are.
Agent in need of backup.
Shut up, agent. We are good to go. I'm hoping everybody's mic is sharing because I'm not checking.
Well, if we're not, this is going to be real interesting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, someone else can always check. Let me stop. Oh, I do hear everybody. Welcome to the Rantings and Ravings of Lunatics. I'm Crimson Waters. Joined with me, as always, is Heavy since 1911 and Monoshiro.
What's up?
24. And today we have some recent. Is it recent? The whole GameStop thing.
You did no research on this, did you?
With the Robin Hood.
Absolutely none. You had to get me up to speed earlier today. I think was that yesterday?
I think it was last night. Oh,
both.
And I've been busy. I've been out. I've been doing things, and then this afternoon I got distracted playing the Division with Hev. So horrible host. Terrible, so terrible. But that is why earlier we discussed that it's Kat's questions. I'm gonna assume she knows the most about it, and hopefully you can give me, the viewer, just a little bit of a fresher on the situation.
I didn't mean to laugh, but that was a brave assumption.
She just expects us to do all the work for her.
No.
That's what it's coming out to.
Never.
I mean, well, here's the thing. If you're gonna come up with a topic, I feel like you should know something about it.
Well, yeah, based on what I've seen on the news and what I've looked up, because I actually did some research.
Yay! So there we go. There we go. Would you be so kind to pull up these questions so that you remember while me and Heavy talk some Division to fill the time, because I hate dead air.
Okay, no problem. Luckily I did pull this up before we started. I sent.
Prepared.
Yeah, I was prepared.
We're really in trouble today.
I wanna say I'm not loving some of the changes that they've made to some of the enemies here in the Division so far. I'm not loving it at all.
Okay. So what I've sent to you guys for questions, I sent, what do you guys think of this stock situation that's happening at GameStop? Because recently, since Krem, you don't know too much about it, well, you're not wrong. Declines in GameStop isn't actually new, but considering this Robinhood website, I want to say it's new, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Robinhood isn't exactly a new app, but what they have been doing to people is what's new.
Right. So recently, Robinhood and a few other people like E-Trade announced they weren't going to allow people to buy share from things like AMC Theaters, Blockbusters, and GameStop. And that did not go well with the public at all. So, and just within that time of them announcing that they weren't gonna let people have any share, their stock actually went down, and their prices started plummeting just as fast, which I thought that was remarkable within that, I guess, 24-hour time frame of that announcement.
A very up and down place to be. Would not surprise me.
But I guess after all the backlash, they lifted that ban for people, and they are allowing them to able to be putting money for stock again at GameStop and all those other places.
Oh, really? Because last I heard, they were actually getting ready to go before a federal court on whether or not what Robinhood did can be done.
I heard that too, but based on a few articles I read, they said that they did lift the ban.
So they finally got smart.
I like a heavies world where everybody's stupid or dumb based off of what they do. There's no in between.
So,
I mean, they finally did get smart. It's like they knew, Robin Hood knew that they were about to get butt fucked on national TV by the government.
Right.
You know, so they had to reopen everything.
that's true.
Not to mention, that's pretty fucking illegal to do.
Hence why why they're going to court.
Yeah. And the
So,
fact that, you know, all these billionaires, hedge fund billionaires are crying on CNN, fuck those assholes.
so that leads me to my next question along with everything. Do you guys think it's still a good investment to put into GameStop with people like Robinhood restricting people from putting in money to buy stock and shares and
No.
that was a quick no.
I didn't even
Yeah.
get to hear the full question. Hold on. What?
It says, do you think it's still a good investment to put money into GameStop after what Robinhood has done?
I think even before what Robinhood has done, it wasn't a smart idea to invest into GameStop. With the digital age coming into fruition, GameStop has been consistently losing stock. It's even had to sell multiple stores across the country just to stay in business. They shut down, what was it? It's not Informer, it's the other game magazine.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember it.
But it's basically a game magazine that we grew up with that it was like game guides and stuff like that and whatnot. It was wonderful. And they got rid of everybody in that department and shut that down, which was also a part of GameStop, just to make sure that they can keep the business afloat. So I think the only person who's really winning here is GameStop.
Actually,
That
no.
is true. Oh no?
No, the people who are winning on this one are the ones who got to be able to sell all that stock that they put into GameStop before Robinhood decided to flip shit.
Fair.
Those are the ones that won. The ones that lost, the fucking hedge fund and short sellers who lost $70 billion fucking dollars.
You sound happy about that?
Yeah.
Billionaires losing money.
Guys who actually fucking cheat and exploit the system, yeah. I'm more than happy when they lose their shit.
Robinhood is doing its namesake there, stealing from the rich.
Nope.
Are they trying to give back to the rich?
They're trying to give back to the rich. That's the whole reason they stopped the fucking the sales. Was because the rich were losing too much money to the poor. So they were like, no, we can't have that.
Which brings me to something else that I was looking up when I was going through this. They're actually mad that some people, I think some of the people who did invest were kind of young. So, I don't know, I think heard one story, I think he was about, 16, 17. He made a whole bunch of money due to this game share stock. And I think, I don't know if there's an age limit on when you can actually put money in, for, for yourself so you can put in for stock. I don't know if it's 18 or...
My city just had a 10-year-old become a millionaire because of this.
Yeah, and they were having a problem with that, saying he was, too young to be putting in stock holds and stuff.
His parents got it for him.
I mean, your parents put it in for you. You can get stock at the age of 2 if you wanted. So it's your parents who set you up. So I don't know where that fallacy is coming from.
If they're mad about that, oh well, guess what? Y'all fucked up. Y'all put that shit in.
Yes, they were definitely mad about that.
And so go fucking cry some more on CNN. Guess what? We don't fucking care.
And my last question was, which you guys pretty much answered. It was, do you think the lawsuits against Robinhood was justified? And Happy pretty much expressed that it is.
Fuck yeah, it's good. How can you... If you are into a business, right? How is it... How are you going to do shit like that? How are you going to be like, no, we don't like what's going on, so we're just going to stop doing this because even though we're a stock trading app, we can't let anybody make any money.
I need monies. I need lots of monies.
Well, fucking start following Wall Street Bets on Reddit.
I like money too.
They're gonna destroy the fucking. They're trying to bring down the market, so I might as well jump on it while you can, make some money.
Facts. I'm getting fucking. I get fucking bad vibes. I don't know. The world is going to
Hell in a
some different
handbasket.
forms of, just some different forms of shit.
Oh yeah, what were you expecting?
Well, it was expecting some cosmic change after New Year's.
Yeah, come on, it was 2021. As soon as 2021 hit, all was supposed to be good. Every bad thing was done. Biden is president. Trump is gone. The COVID vaccine is here. We will no longer have to social distance or wear a mask. Oh, wait. Everything they've wanted to say is fucking gone.
I don't know where the whole 2021 came. You suddenly like don't have to wear a mask anymore.
I think since
the vaccine.
2020 was so bad, I think people just expected 2021 to immediately shoot off for something good. And I say again, I think people don't understand the difference between a vaccination and a cure.
Can we select mods as something we can target in the summit?
I believe so. Oh, hi, hacker.
I'm definitely we're gonna have to take a visit to dear old summit.
I mean, I'm down. I'll join up with you. We can run Summit.
This is not.
I mean, I kind of want to knock out this Stars project real quick, though.
Well, knock it out.
I gotta go fucking liberate a control point on Heroic. Let's go! I'm about to hate life.
I'm sorry, Kat. I'm skill building. You're gonna hear me
It's okay.
ask a couple questions.
He's not
It's
paying
okay.
attention.
It's okay. I'm very invested. But you guys pretty much answered the first question anyway.
Yeah, you fucking blast through them. Hell yeah.
It's just...
I think that's what happens when we actually stay on topic. Is this what this feels like?
Well, yeah. The stock market. It's something that... I don't know how well versed any of you guys are in the stock market, but I'm a complete fucking moron.
Same.
I'm decently versed. I do
I do
lot
know...
of studying in my spare time.
I do know, when assholes who manipulate and exploit lose a shit ton of money, it makes me happy.
Same.
When they turn around and they see that us plebs are no longer going to tolerate their bullshit, and then the kicker, to go out and be on the fucking media basically telling you that you are a pleb and you need to know your station. That how dare you try to make money. And not expect everybody else to be like, holy shit, everything those conspiracy theorists have said has been true. Huh. Maybe we do need to bring the rich down. Bring them the fuck down. But nobody's doing it. Nobody is catching on to the fact that they're out in the open saying this shit. They're bragging about the fact that they have sat there and exploited the system and kept us, the lowly plebeians of the fucking world, under their fucking boot heel.
Sometimes I think when people don't say anything, I just believe it's because they don't want certain backlash. Or they think it will hurt their own business.
Well, it might. I'm not gonna lie, it might. But, your business might actually do better if you decide to open your mouth.
Damn, heavy is harsh.
I would just say realistic.
Oh no, real life is harsh, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sure
real
enough.
life is gonna be brutal.
Oh wow, this.
I mean, shit, do we all remember Occupy Wall Street?
Yeah.
That was such a great movement, wasn't it?
Oh wait, there was a moment.
Exactly. You don't want nobody wants to remember why it fucked up. I'm about to die horribly.
About to just give that up to bad marketing. I need to be slapped.
You do. Get the fuck out of the podcast.
No.
You think they'll invite me back? I don't think.
Welcome
They'll let it
back.
happen. There you fucking go. You learned your lesson?
Nope. Get the fuck out of the podcast.
This goes on for the next half hour.
But I'm hosting it, so unfortunately, I have to be here. Ooh, plus 7.5 to sticky payload. I'll take that. Blast radius is nice.
But
They told me to get out.
He told you to get out. You left and I laughed because you did.
I'm more amazed that he actually did it.
Why would you be amazed?
And I think you actually do it.
Yeah.
You guys know me so well. I need so many mods. So many mods, man.
So is that it? With everybody's kind of opinion on that situation?
I don't know, Krim.
It just can be.
It's Wall Street. No, I think I'll say it like that's the best way I can articulate this. If you're invested into something, there's a bunch of things that you should look at that I feel like would take hours for me to explain, so I'm not going to.
Thank you. I'm about to get really, really hurt here. This is gonna suck.
But the overall market value of a company or the market value of the specific share or percentage that you own is always going to fluctuate. So when you have an app like Robinhood that inherently has to know this, the people who made it have to know this, there's always going to be these specific risks or dangers that you're going to take dealing with the public who know how to manipulate the system, whether it be purposefully or accidentally. I think shutting down and not allowing people to use the app or whatever course of action they took wasn't the greatest option, wasn't the smartest option, or as Heavy would say, you guys are stupid. Because then it shows you an app created for the people isn't for the people. The whole point of it, I believe, is to make easy investing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So why is it when people make an easy investment and somebody gets rich off of it, there's a problem? I thought that was the point of the app.
No, sir. That's not the point of the app. It's to keep plebs in line.
No, it just this is what I'm saying. Like, it just goes to show you, like, it's not really catering to the common folk.
No, nothing is catering to the common folk.
He was kind of right. It was basically telling people to stay in their poor people to stay in their place. How dare you make money?
That's exactly what that move was. But for some reason, the people aren't sitting there and going, yo, this is fucked up. Let's rally against this. Instead, they're sitting there talking about something that doesn't even have to deal with that anymore. Like, that's become back page news. That's the craziest thing about this. It's been replaced.
You feel like it's something you really, really got to take a huge look at if you were, you know, just the regular people. Do you feel like it's smart for you as an individual to go ahead and take a look at that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think people need to know exactly what. How can I word this? Not necessarily the elites, but the wealthy. I guess would probably be the best term I could use. To see what the wealthy and those that are attempting to wrest control of our lives away from us through the various means are up to. You need to know these things. You need to know that the CEO of Robinhood is going to be going before a the SEC commission. We need to know the outcome of that.
Right.
And just like, full disclosure, yeah, everybody needs to know that this was organized by Reddit. So if that doesn't give anybody a scope of the power of the internet, I don't know what will.
True.
And the scariest part about it is that was only 1% of Reddit that caused that much chaos.
It's the right percentage of Reddit. What are you talking about? The power of the internet. Can we talk about that for a little bit? Just the internet.
Yeah.
The internet,
Go,
the
go,
internet
go,
is
go
a
on.
scary, and powerful place.
Don't forget dark.
Only if you look for it.
Every place is a dark place if you look long enough. Eventually you'll start veering from the light and into the shadows. But I don't think the stock... First off, I don't think the stock market has upgraded itself enough to the point where they've compensated for the use of the internet. I feel like our stock market system is still very, 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 what's the word? Dated.
Very analog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you have people who know how to utilize the internet, when you have people who are behind a rallied cause from a specific site or something, that's gonna hugely sway what happens in the stock market if that is a specific thing that they're targeting.
Mm-hmm.
There are more people on the internet today who have a hand in something than there was back in the day where it was incredibly difficult to be involved in anything involving the stock market. That's why Wall Street employees are paid so well. So with the involvement of the internet, then I guess my question to you is how outdated do you feel our system is, and what role do you feel like the internet will play in the future behind this event? Because people may not look at it as something huge now, but it's not the first instance, and it certainly won't be the last instance of something like this happening because of Reddit or some other website having a huge influence on what stocks are bought up, what stocks are sold, that, and the other.
Oof.
I say the internet will always have power.
But yeah, and it's going to get to the point to where the internet is going to eventually have pretty
Dominate
much
control.
absolute power.
Uh-huh.
And that's a terrifying thing in and of itself. The system for Wall Street is surprisingly still, I'd say, probably right at the technology level of just after the Great fucking Depression. I don't necessarily see Wall Street as having to have improved any of its internals or internal systems since. You know, none of their safeguards have changed. None of their practices have changed. Why do I got so many freaking enemies coming at me right now? I'm scared. Oh god, that's why. Fuck. It's a resource convoy. I mean, we all know that everything has to adapt, and it's got to adapt faster and faster thanks to how technology is changing.
Right.
And I think the stock market is definitely one of those last-ditch holdouts of the old world. Because almost everything else has moved forward, you know. Cable TV is now going to be more internet based.
I hate that.
All news media, movies is all going more digital, more, you know, cloud based, all of that. Wall Street is still sitting there going, yeah, no, we want it just the way it's always been. We don't want to adapt and evolve. We like having, you know, I hate using this term, but we like having the old rich white man here.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
Why is that a bold statement?
I kind of agree with the statement.
It's... Oh, wait, what? It says talents obliterate. Do I have to replace the talent? What? So we like the rich old white man here. I think it's just a bold statement. It's just not something you in particular hear someone say so often.
I mean, but that's the stereotype when you think Wall Street. You're thinking the old fat, bald, white guy sitting in a boardroom with a cigar and a glass of brandy, sitting there sexually harassing his secretary.
Why he gotta harass his secretary, bro?
I had a whole visual. Because that's what they did, harass the secretary. And then have its love child.
So, you know, it's just... It's going to take it's going to be the same thing that's going to be needed for everything else. There's going to need to be an entirely new generation of Wall Street investors that come in and bring them to the digital age. They're on their way, but it hasn't been
a process.
Yeah, the process isn't going fast enough to keep up with the way technology is. Because chances are, by the time Wall Street gets to the level of technology that we're at right now, we might be living in 3020. Who knows?
I mean, to the city, that's probably like 2 years. To the country, that's probably like 2 years.
But you know what I mean. You know, we could see a entire new technological system and a new technological fucking ruling class pop the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think the majority of like what this, this country is very. I feel like this country is held back by tradition.
Yes, I'll give you that. Yeah, I definitely agree.
And not just when it comes to our systems in place, but even to like how we think, the way we're taught is very tradition based. I have questions swirling around in my head that I don't know how to phrase.
Well, I'm gonna have to quote one of my least favorite bands, Slipknot, and just say "spit it the fuck out."
No, because the phrasing of it, I feel like has to be
Said perfectly.
it has to be said right, because it can easily be taken in any form of direction if it's not given a specific context.
Fair enough.
So I may just need a minute to think on that. That being said, Kat, you have some other questions.
Yes. Well, it was only one other question left.
What was there? You had like a whole second paragraph.
It was it was one question. It was just multiple questions connected to it. Okay, going into my second question, since we're still in the world of COVID, and I don't think that's going to be going away anytime soon. People have to get used to the schooling situation. Now, I don't, since we all live in different states, I don't know how it is with you guys and what's going on, but I would just wanted to know, because of the COVID-19, schools are debating, they're not opening, and some are debating to reopen anyway, despite having the year be pretty much over anyway. So one of the questions is, governors of each state is handling this COVID situation with the schools differently. Do you think that they're doing a good job? Is there something they should change? Because my overall opinion of this in the beginning was, I don't understand the need to send your kid to school not knowing if the school is safe and if other kids are following the guidelines of the COVID-19. And just to me, just sending your kid back to school is a risk all on its own. And I just want to know what you guys think before I get into my next rant connected to this.
That was a rant question, and I
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
I was like, which part is the question? Because you threw in some opinions.
I'm sorry. How do you think governors are handling the situation with the COVID situation with the schools?
Poorly.
As you say, depends on the governor too. Like,
because I live in South Carolina, New York, and Texas, so what's happening over there? Are they reopening schools? Or are they still doing virtual? Like, what's up?
shit, from what I understand, Texas, or at least where I live, is still doing, they're doing a little bit of both virtual and physical classes.
What's the problem with the virtual classes? Like, I don't.
That was gonna lead me into my next rant.
Parents are sick and tired of dealing with their fucking snot-nosed ass kids.
Yeah, that
now
too.
Mommy and Daddy got to see how much their little fucking dickheads are fucking, you know,
Stupid.
actual dickheads.
And
Instead
stupid.
of being like, my little angel would never do that. Now they're like, man, this kid's a fucking asshole and I should have aborted him.
Wow.
I was gonna say that my thing is, there's some kids are saying they don't feel like they're learning anything through virtual learning, which I call BS on, because
Well, motherfuckers ain't learning anything when they go into class either, because those are little shitheads that are sleeping and jerking off in the fucking boys' room.
because I say internet
In a nut. Excuse me?
is that they're saying they can't. The thing is that there are people doing online, and it goes from kindergarten to 12th.
We are about to lose her.
And out, right?
Yeah, we're about to lose you because you just keep digitizing and then going silent.
I have a build that can tank heroic.
Okay. I have a build that can battle heroic. Together we can rule heroics.
I mean, I can tank it and I can dish it,
Nice. I can't take it. I can just dish it.
which is really nice. You
But I
still
can
there,
dish it like a
Cat?
champ.
You still good?
Yep. I'm about to see in the next minute. Yep, I'm good.
How do I feel like the governors are handling fucking...
Yeah, I just want to know that before we get into the Iran of snot-nosed kids and they're complaining.
I mean, I'm kind of a... I appreciate the way that fucking our governor's running Texas. and handling COVID.
Whoa.
I can appreciate the way he's doing it. I don't necessarily care either way.
I feel like I feel like I don't like school. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't like school.
Oh, I know. I barely saw you at school sometimes. When I saw you, it was almost a miracle.
I was at school almost every day. I just didn't go to certain classes. I skipped lunch quite a bit, but
Really? You stole my Pop-Tart quite a lot.
that's your Pop Tart.
She calling you out, bro.
That's a Pop Tart.
And that it was okay for you to steal it?
Yeah.
Okay, this
And
is
by
supposed to
stole,
be
she
something-
means gave, but you know,
No, you stole it a few times.
I don't steal no damn Pop Tarts.
Oh my god. Anyway. Hurry up before I start going into a rant.
I'm about to go into a rant about this damn game and this BS.
Oh, go for it. Rant. Do something. Stop
But,
talking about Pop-Tarts. My fat ass is hungry.
I don't like school, and I have very much so opted to homeschool my two little sisters because I don't feel like a school environment is a social environment. I don't feel like it's a learning environment. I think that's the phrasing I'm looking for.
Okay.
There are plenty of times where like you'll sit in class and you don't learn anything of value. Everything that I've learned that actually helps me with life, I've researched on my own.
What do you mean, sir? What do you mean you can't, figure anything out? You have to go through special research to do it. You don't understand how this works anymore? We have to teach the tests.
That's all school really is now, is just test-based. It really doesn't give you anything to work with in life.
The test does nothing.
Like, okay, I have a 80, 95 in science, math, and English. I know history. That's all good, but you're gonna tell me how to drive a car or how to do taxes, like stuff like that. I thought that should have been in math class or some type of elective, learning how to do stuff like that.
I've been saying for years there needed to be a Life 101 course in every fucking high school.
Life 101. Like Gabriel
Yeah.
Iglesias' common sense class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. I'm about to die horribly. There's an aerial recon drone right next to me.
But yeah, it's like I feel like the country has stupid laws. You can't be alone in the house unless you're 16 or older.
Really?
Yeah, how many parents listen to that fucking rule?
Shit. Fucking not mine. I mean, that could explain a lot.
I wasn't left home alone until I was maybe 14.
Shit, I was walking home from school every day when I was in like fucking 3rd grade and being left the fuck alone until my parents got home from work.
I'm so jealous of your privilege. I didn't start walking home by myself until maybe the 5th grade.
I was walking
white kid
home by
privilege.
myself since the 3rd grade, so
I envy both of you.
I don't know why you envy us.
I wanted to walk home by myself from school, to go to school and come home so badly, because the sad part was I lived 3 blocks away from both my elementary and middle school. Growing up, it was literally less than 4 blocks away from the elementary school, 3.5 blocks away from the middle school. The only time I had to travel was when I went to high school.
It's just like this country has no sympathy for anything. And I'm not saying that people deserve sympathy, but I can understand that during this quarantine, your kids being homeschooled and everything, and you having to go to work, a parent should be given just a little bit of a break, you know? ACS should not be calling your kids if you got to go to work and, you know, they're home because you have to continue to make money. Like, I don't feel like that's fair. They don't have a choice in the matter about whether or not they can stay home or not.
Yeah.
You have teachers that are scared to even come into class. So I know in a couple cases here in New York, even though they reopened schools, teachers still didn't show up.
I mean, that's like that in a lot of cities. You know, they're just
Been
like, we
down
don't want to
here.
go. But at the same time, you know, eventually we are going to have to reopen. And if people want to, I don't think that a lot of the teachers are realizing, if they go virtual, you're losing your teachers' union.
Pretty sure the
True.
country will be like, let's work something out.
I mean, I'm okay with the teachers' union going bye-bye.
A lot of people feel like unionization at work is it's not a good thing. Some unions are good.
I'll agree. Some unions are good. Some unions are absolute shit.
But oh man, that's a topic. Unionization, tenure, all those things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that's a whole conversation on its own.
That's a topic for another day. But I don't know. I gotta agree with Krim though. Like, it's the laws in America are just fucking retarded.
So no value. So no actual values.
What values? This country doesn't have values. Only value this country has is how much money can it make for itself.
He's not wrong.
No, not at all.
Or just, you know, how much money in general can we just throw out? Well, like we said, what was it, last week or a week or two ago? We need to say fuck everything and just go into isolation.
Yeah, that makes sense as well. Significantly reduce the amount of spread of the virus, and probably be able to synthesize a vaccine faster and all types of things.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that all of that is also fucking just charged beyond all belief, you know? People are using that as politically charged. People are using that as all kinds of different charges. And they're like, yo, well, the vaccine this, the vaccine that. Well, okay. You know, could we get it out faster? Yeah, we could. You know how else we could get it out faster? Fucking get rid of the FDA. Because it ain't like the FDA's doing their fucking job.
But they're doing it good enough, Heavy.
Fuck the FDA. Fuck the Fed. Anything that's got Fed in it, fuck it.
A lot of ways I agree with that statement, and a lot of ways I don't.
would you like to elaborate?
I mean, not really, because it's not going to make too much of a difference in the conversation. Because at the end of the day, it is their job in a lot of ways to help prevent a lot of this shit, and they don't. Just using COVID as an example, it didn't even have to get this out of hand. This was discovered long before it hit America, and they allowed it to come here. So, like, again, there's a lot of ways I agree with your statement, and a lot of ways I don't, because...
Just saying, but when somebody wanted to institute, you know, bans from certain countries where the virus was coming from, he was called racist.
He was called racist because of...
He was called racist.
Because of the way he stated things.
And senators were like, no, go to Chinatown. Dance around in Chinatown without a mask. Blah, blah, blah. Look at us. Wear a mask. Wear 2 masks. Wear 5 masks. Kill yourself.
Wear 5 masks.
If people get to that point, they're already talking about that shit. They're already trying to push 3 masks at work.
Well, first of all, if you even think to wear more than 1 mask on your face, I question your intelligence just a tiny bit. Because, you know, what good does that do for you putting on 2 and 3 masks? That's like, so like last week, Krim said, that's like putting on a double condom.
It shoots up efficiency according to fucking Dr. fucking Fauci. 2 masks, 70% effective. So you're telling me this whole fucking time you've been saying just wear a cloth mask, that's been what, not effective enough? Now you want more? You know, get that fucking retarded ass piece of shit out of fucking the CDC.
It's the slogan
He's the
of the
highest
country,
paid
man.
fucking. He's the highest paid government employee. Fuck him. He's
Do
just
we
doing
not
everything he
get
can to make. Huh?
restocks on heroic? Like,
Fuck, I don't know. I've never actually done the summit on heroic.
I haven't gotten a single restock.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Fauci, so. Oh, you're gonna hear nothing but agreement from me.
My biggest thing with him is
About to go down.
he's always sat there and said, trust the science, trust this. We have the science. Our models are this.
Science changes stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody ever wants to fucking be like, hey, why can't we question the science? Don't. Dr. Fauci has said so. Fauci has become a messiah to the fucking idiots.
I mean, idiots. Just people who don't have an inner understanding of the inner workings of his specific form of science. And I do think it's fair to leave the science and decision making of, oh, not necessarily decision making, but the science
that
of
hurts.
who knows the oh wow, that's not bad. The science of what's going on to them. Like virology and things like that are things that I study up on my spare time, but not the average, American's gonna do that.
Yeah, sure as hell ain't.
But I do that so that I can question, and I'm not just taking somebody's word for something. When it comes to situations like this, which again I think is fair. So if you're not questioning him, I'm not gonna call you dumb. I'm gonna use the term misguided.
Heavy
Use
will
that
probably
term
call
out.
you dumb duh.
I mean, he can call them misguided all they want to. I'm gonna call them dumb because they're fucking believing him without fucking even trying to research it.
Yeah,
That's willful ignorance.
will for ignorance. That is certainly right.
Sorry, my Texan's coming out and I'm starting to get...
No. I think that's actually the proper phrasing. It's kind of what I was getting at.
So...
It's like if you're a sheep and you've seen your fellow sheep die, and you're like, oh, Bob left when he followed this human. Where did Bob go? I'm going to follow this human. That's a willful ignorance.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying don't trust the science. I'm just saying question it. If we can't question, then science will not go anywhere. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's how science progresses.
Yeah, that's the whole point of science and a scientific method and theory crafting. Oh, it felt nice to tank all of that. I tanked it heavy.
How's it feel to be a man?
It's the first time I felt this in my 26 years of life. Feels wonderful.
But, in all seriousness, yeah, if you're not gonna at least look into, if not the whole thing, just certain aspects of it. Question why are they telling us that now 2 masks are 70% more effective and 3 masks are 90% or something like that, I believe. Now, granted, this didn't exactly come from the CDC. I'm not saying that this was Fauci. I'm saying that people are actually out there going, well, the CDC has said multiple masks equal higher protection rate.
It's just the right mask will equal higher protection rate.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank
Like
you.
me and Heavy have like the best of the best that we can get our hands on, I would assume.
I mean, since I got LASIK, I'm half tempted to fucking get on Amazon and buy myself a surplus goddamn gas mask.
I thought about getting a gas mask, actually.
I mean, I'll put that motherfucker on and go to work, and then what are they gonna say? Oh, take it off, it's not a cloth mask, it doesn't protect you the way a fucking piece of felt will?
He's not pulling that out of his ass. He's actually, he's wondering if that's going to happen at his job.
I hope not.
It's already happened.
Oh, has it?
That fucking respirator I have? They told me I couldn't wear it because it has a quote-unquote exhaust port that water droplets can get out of, so I have to wear a fucking fabric mask.
Water droplets can get out of the fabric mask, though. It's
Easier than they can
more
what
likely.
I have.
It's much more likely. What?
I don't understand society.
This is what I'm dealing with. This is why this is so fucking, like, irritating to me. Because I have to live this shit.
Oh my god.
Like, literally, I can get an NBC fucking gas mask, Israeli surplus, with the filter, walk into work with that on. My supervisor will see that and go, that has an exhaust port, you need to take that off, you need to put on your city-issued fucking felt mask.
That's kind of dumb. Where's the way up?
Up here, bro.
Right, this room layout.
But yet, we'll sit there and support any idiot who I work with wants to sit there and be like, oh no, I need to wear 2 masks. I need to wear 3 masks.
The transference of water droplets from the port in your mask. Oh, jeez. Isn't that the point of the filter, though?
I thought that's what it was for.
Technically, my filter, I do have one of those exhaust ports, but it's one of those that it's right in the center to where, like, you can only get air out.
Right.
'Cause I've tested that shit. I've held my fucking hand up to that bitch, and the only way I get water droplets through that motherfucker is with
if
a
I take
fucking
it off.
hose.
Like, when I... Like, the condensation from you breathing and everything, and that the water droplets that actually form when you wear those specifically masks, they tend to get caught in the mask.
Yes. And when you take it off, yeah, you got your small little fucking cup of fucking drool, but, you know.
No, it's sealed to your face. It's nigh impossible for water to actually drop.
It's not going anywhere. And yeah, no. Fuck heavy. He can't wear that.
What?
He can't wear that shit. Fuck that, you know. Here, get this fucking cloth mask that doesn't conform to your face, where if you were to fucking blow smoke through it, it would come out 15 different fucking areas, because that slows the goddamn water droplets, that slows the transmission, because the CDC said so.
That's so stupid.
That is dumb as hell. That is just purely dumb as hell. Okay, well, going into my next thing about this COVID stuff with the school.
God, that was a rant. I am so sorry. We went so far off topic on that one.
Okay. And that's fine. That took up most of the time, and it was you didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Yeah, but still.
Hey, it's the best part of my night. Either way,
I'm gonna get fired.
No, you won't. Well, the other part of the question was that these kids, since most of these kids are doing virtual learning, they are complaining, saying that it is 10 times harder than what they were doing actually sitting in a classroom. They're saying they can't succeed or they can't focus and so forth and some other complaint.
It sounds like the parents need to get their kids to focus up. And
I'll tell you right now, I bet you if they put that shit on Fortnite, these kids be fucking rocking that shit. I'm about to go down.
So I was just about to ask, do you think are parents actually learning that their kids are, they wasn't probably doing all that well in actual physical school anyway, and they need to buckle down on their kids, or, or do they have a point?
No, those kids are fucking idiots.
Because
like I said, now that mommy and daddy are finding out just how bad their little fucking asshole kids are, that they're not the perfect little angels that the fucking school system will tell them to, because if they fucking even try to criticize kids, they're gonna get scared because super ultra mega Karen will come at her.
Super ultra mega Karen.
I think that's a true statement as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of parents in schools who are like, "Oh, my kid is an angel," and
very
and then find out little fucking Billy dumb fuck sitting there being a dumb fuck, and then when he gets called out on being a dumb fuck, what are you talking about? Little Billy would never be a dumb fuck. Little Billy's an angel. He would never do anything. You just don't like little Billy. And now that mommy and daddy have to put up with little Billy 24/7,
they can't handle it.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, I really should have aborted this piece of shit.
Cause
my shit went down.
Well, because like I said, I did online schooling for my college since I couldn't, since I decided not to go to the campus. I said there was
Jesus Christ, they are accurate. We're about to fail, Krim.
I said the only thing that was different was that you have to communicate with the teacher more to understand something if you didn't get it. I say that's about it. But overall, to me, I thought the learning was just actually better online. So I said there's no reason for your kid to say, oh, I can't succeed doing A, B, and C, or I can't focus, or I don't think this is good. I said, no, your little kid wants to be in a classroom next to his snot-nosed friend, talking and not doing work. That is about it.
There is something to be said about being confined into a space and allowing that space to get to you. I'm not going to say there's no merit to these kids' words, but if you can't focus, that genuinely sounds like a you problem.
Like I said, I bet you if those kids were spending like 14 hours on fucking Fortnite, it wouldn't be a goddamn problem.
I said my thing was, if it's for littler kids, like maybe kindergarteners and stuff, you would have to explain to them what's going on a little bit better. But I said for like middle schoolers and high schoolers, I understand being in the same confinement all day in and out without actually going anywhere could be kind of get to you. But to say you can't succeed is just a little appalling to me. I said there's no such thing as
be involved with your freaking kids, man. That's the #1 way to keep them engaged.
I'm about to die again.
I said I understand that, especially the parents who have to work at home too, so you have to work at home and try to teach your kids. I said that I understand that to an extent, but also just don't leave it up to the teachers. If you also see your kid BSing around on that Zoom call, kind of get involved.
Smack the shit out of that fucking asshole.
Because first, as soon as, like, when school kind of started, I don't know if you guys saw videos, there was a kid twerking on a Zoom call and dancing, and I was like, so this is how we start in school already.
Smack the shit out of that kid.
And a teacher had to go off on them, telling them to behave. And I said, you know how embarrassing that is for on a virtual call for your teacher to tell you to behave yourself, knowing this is difficult for the teacher as well.
I don't see
an
issue with virtual learning. It's no different if you were homeschooling your child. Like it. Oh wow! I didn't realize it was going to be this. No, I'm not, because of the podcast.
So I said, "Oh wow." I'm about to die. There goes my shield.
That's right, I'll aggro him. There goes my shield. By whatever hit me.
He's gonna heal up.
My drone is on them.
Shit, we got one pushing us hard.
I know.
I'm still a firm believer that these kids are just fucking off because these kids are just trying to see what they can get away with now.
One down. Shield is out.
I kind of agree with that to an extent too, because they say I'm home now. What's stopping me from bullshitting around? Especially if I say if your parents do still go out and work, if they have to leave a house and nobody is watching them, I think that's just also take full advantage. Because because to me there's no such thing as can't. There's really no such. I'm not saying things he won't be difficult, but there is no such thing as can't. And if your kid has some type of learning disability and everything, that I still say that's a parent's work for you to help work with them and not let them struggle on their own. Because that's a quick, surefire way to let them give up.
Mm-hmm. Oof. This is a fight.
Okay, we were more or less all kind of agreed on the same thing. I only had one more question for this little rant, because it's more of a rant than a statement.
Fucking ask away.
Okay. So my last question was for you guys is, what would you guys do differently if you had the power to make the decisions for the teachers and students? Would you have them go back to school, do virtual learning, do a 50-50 thing? Like, what would you set in place to make sure everything was safe for teachers and students?
I'd have the classes outside and have a virtual learning in the wintertime.
I'd have pretty much, I'd go school choice.
Not a terrible idea either.
If the school wants to go and open up and have their students come back, fine. You know, if the parents don't want their kids to go to that school, that's fine too. You know, it's part of the basically let the market decide, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
You know, if enough parents don't feel that this school A has had enough safety precautions for their taste, they don't have to send their kid there. They're more than welcome to go send their kid to another school.
God, I need a restock. Let me know if you find one.
Will do.
Oh, that being said, I'm glad you said that. That's also, I think that's an issue down here for me in my state. They're trying to make kids go back to school, which I said, you can't make a parent do anything they want with their own kid. That's where it kind of baffles me to think that they have the power to go on and do this, just try to get money into the schools. Because, you know, with no kids, they don't make no money.
God, how's it feel to be a libertarian all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Behind you.
Alright.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I got burned to death.
Agent incapacitated.
I'm gonna die. Yep, there goes my armor.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that was clutch. But people are now realizing who's trying to control them, and they're not liking it. Been saying this for how long?
So it's basically a reality check for people. They're starting to open their eyes.
Yeah. 2021 has been nothing but a fucking reality check for people. It's what are they going to do about this reality check that I'm concerned about.
Nothing.
That's
People
what I was
usually do.
thinking. That's what I was thinking. Absolutely nothing.
You know, people got close when they did with the Capitol.
Your definition of close, yeah.
Yeah, but those people also had no plan.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they'd have had a plan, oh, things would be so much different right now. But they didn't have a plan. They went in there blind. They went in there stupid.
I just want to see if that's not ammo. Ammo. They went in blind. They went in stupid. Heavy 2021.
I mean, shit, I'm honestly contemplating getting in politics. My platform's going to be fuck my opponent.
You'll be the most honest politician anyone's ever seen.
Yes, I would be. People wouldn't know what to do, which is why I wouldn't be voted in.
Did you hear about this guy? Heavy? Yeah. Did you hear his slogan? It's fuck my opponent. What if he feels that way about the world?
Fuck, and I do. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Heavy 2024. Fuck you, fuck the world, fuck everybody. America first. You don't like it, get the fuck out.
That will lead to an assassination attempt.
Fucking bring it. I'll be the first goddamn president walking around with fucking full fucking body armor and weapons.
Oh, you want to be the first, but
showing up on the goddamn White House, on the fucking Rose Garden for a press interview in my boxers with an AR-15.
Mr. President, you can't carry around that gun.
Be like, fuck the fuck I can't. Guess what?
We'll protect you, Mr. President. You are not allowed to carry those weapons.
Nope. Not happening. Not fucking happening. I think I'm gonna trust those assholes?
Yeah, that's what they kind of expect you to do, since that's what they're being paid for.
And they do a shitty fucking job of it. Oh, we're supposed to stay there, aren't we?
Yeah.
I fucked up. I just got frozen.
You should be good.
As soon as I kill this guy, I'll restart the download. Alright. Reactivating. But, just throwing it out there, you know?
Okay, like what I hear. Oh, that was it for me and my questions.
Honestly, I think that's fairly much it for the podcast. It took us over the hour mark.
Yeah, now let's keep going. We've been having some short ones lately.
Well, we've had some long ones. Last 3 were about 2 hours long.
Yeah, they were. Yes.
I'm calling that long.
He just laughed at us like, peasants, you call that long?
I do.
Plebs.
It's long for a podcast.
Plebs. Oh, that's a big boy.
Where at?
Right in front of me.
Next week we can get into why we can Valentine's Day is a BS holiday sponsored by Hallmark.
Oh, we can get into that now.
We can get in. Fuck all that. I want to know what everybody thinks about AOC lied.
Help a ignorant New Yorker, please.
Same here.
Basically people are calling AOC out for saying she was at the Capitol during the riots when it turns out she wasn't, and she's trying to say Ted Cruz ordered her to be assassinated.
It could have. I really don't care. Otherwise, I would have heard more about it.
I have no information on this at all, or no information, no knowledge.
I think people just like attention.
Yeah, I think she likes the attention. She needs to be fucking... I don't know how the hell she got fucking voted in.
The usual way.
I want to know which one of you fucking idiot boroughs in New York voted for her.
Oh, I'm not there no more, so I can't be counted.
I just want to know which idiot borough. I just want to talk. That's all.
It was Cat, 100%.
I live in South Carolina, and that's not a borough in New York. Thank you very much.
All I'm saying is I just want to talk.
No, he wants to probably call you stupid.
I think if given the opportunity, Heavy would rather shoot you than just call you stupid.
No,
like, oh, problem solved.
I only shoot people when they deserve it. And just being an attention whore does not equate being the need to be shot.
You're still an attention whore, but you don't need to die over it.
Yeah, you just need to be called out, put on blast, and embarrassed.
Okay.
Where are the restocks?
PS2 on PS4. Any interesting game?
I got a bad selection of games. Fucking Valentine's Day.
I hate the holidays so much.
Yeah, any smart person waits for the day after.
Any smart person doesn't wait for the day at all. If you have a partner,
No, we just wait for the day after for the cheap candy, dumbass.
treat them like you should usually treat them throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is, why don't you love me like this the other 364 days out of the year? What makes Valentine's Day so special?
Because
Nobody's
you're
told
cat
to.
and you only deserve it once a day.
Damn. Once a day or one day a year?
No, I said once a day.
Alright, just making sure you know what you said.
Why would I say she deserves it once a year, Heavy? God.
I don't fucking know. Why would you sit there and watch me die?
To be quite honest, I wasn't paying attention. Wow.
This is gonna hurt.
Because you
Get off the tree.
Monopoly Plus. Monopoly.
Got stuck on a tree. Unbelievable. To be fair, I wasn't paying attention. But we will pretty much just rant and rave from here, and I really want to focus down on this game. So thank you all for watching. It's the ranting and raving of Lunatics. Fuck Valium Times Day, because drugs.
Yeah, now that's a fucking holiday I'll get behind. Fuck yeah, let's go. Now I'm really gonna get fucking fired.
Fucking THC Day. Let's get it.
I'm gonna randomly get drug tested every week now. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, we're targeting him. We know what he's saying. He likes the drugs.
That's been another episode.
Fucking
Fuck
every week
Valentine's
now, I'll
Day,
be like,
man.
hey, did you get fucking drug tested? Yeah.
If you don't treat your partner right to begin with, don't take this day as an opportunity to have some type of Naruto redemption arc.
I can't believe those are two words I never want to ever hear go together again.
3 words.
No, I don't mind redemption arc. It's just Naruto and redemption just don't go together at all.
Oh my god.
Well, that being said, I think that's one way to end
dying.
up.
Thank you all for watching. Do take care. We'll catch you next time.